Well, it's the first week of our CSA from Gardner Grove Family Farms, and we have some bok choy in the basket. It has a light, crispy texture and a delicate flavor, and I like to use it right away so that it doesn't get too soft in the refrigerator. Today I'm going to saute this bok choy, and this recipe comes together in about 10 minutes, so it's nice for a weeknight or workday at lunchtime. I'm heating up a couple tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil and adding some minced garlic that I've prepared ahead of time. And I'm adding this to a cool pan. This will prevent over browning the garlic since we're going to leave it for a few minutes. Here I'm adding a generous pinch of red chili flake. If you happen to have some dried crushed red pepper from your CSA last year, that would be a good thing to use. I'm just going to leave this over the medium heat until the garlic gets a little bit fragrant and starts to brown. You can see what mine looks like after a few minutes here. And this is about the time that I'm ready to add the bok choy in. So I'm just placing the bok choy into the pan with the cut side down. It doesn't matter too much how you place this. I'm kind of squeezing mine into the pan a little bit. It's a larger pan. And I've removed already the larger outer leaves. If you've got a really large head of bok choy with tougher outer leaves, you can remove those before you chop it into pieces. And I actually save those in a Ziploc bag to use in a stock later or in another kind of recipe. So for this one, I'm just using the tender inner leaves, and they all fit nicely into this larger skillet. After a few minutes, the green parts are going to get soft and wilty, and the whites will be softening up as well, with still a little bit of crispiness. Depending on how you like your bok choy, you might cook it a little bit longer or less time if you like it to still have a little crunch. I personally like mine with a little crunch. I'm just sprinkling this with a generous pinch of salt and drizzling with a little bit of extra olive oil at this point. And you can see what mine looks like after a few minutes. The green parts are a little wilty, but the white parts are fairly crispy. I decided at this point I was also going to add a little bit of water and cover mine with a lid to finish it by steaming. Now it's really starting to soften up. And this is about how I like mine, so I'm going to go ahead and remove it from the heat. And I'm going to go ahead and plate this up in my serving dish. And as one last step, I'm going to squeeze over the juice of about half of a lemon. This really makes the flavor pop and complements nicely the flavor of the pan-fried garlic. And I've decided to serve mine by topping it with some baked fish. You can serve it with the protein of your choice or as a side dish. To go vegetarian, you could put it with some rice or maybe some grits. And that's all there is to this simple 10-minute dish, sauteed bok choy with garlic and lemon.